So I'm a used car dealer and I'm based here in the UK. Now I'm proud to be British, but recently England hasn't quite been the same. If I could change one thing about the UK, and a question that I keep getting asked is, am I moving to Dubai? Now I always thought Dubai wasn't going to be for me, but when I visited for the first time ever last year, I felt addicted. I felt like I wanted to be there more and more and more. Now being in Dubai has opened my eyes up to a whole different lifestyle, but also a whole different car market. Now England's obviously got its pros. I've got an amazing life in the UK. But it's also got its cons. This time it's a court letter. Do you plead guilty or not guilty to the following offence? Look, we all know security in the UK is a problem. We've got photos of them, video evidence of them stealing the car. And another huge attractive factor about Dubai is safety. I rang the police, I've done an online thing, they said, look, just do it all online. Now with all of this in mind, what's going on in my head? In this video, we're going to be going over my last 7 days as a used car dealer, and we're going to be having that conversation about Dubai as well. So all you need to do is stick the kettle on, get comfy, and let's get on with Monday. And it is Monday, and we're kicking off Monday with a problem. So I just got off the phone to a trader that we buy a lot of cars off, and basically about 6 months ago, we bought a car off him. He put the V5 inside the car before he gave it to us. We sent a driver to go and collect the car. Drivers picked up the car, brought it back to Binker. I'm away. My mate who's a trader, he was also away at school holidays that week. We're both away. He said to me, V5's in the logbook. I said to my driver, V5's in the V5's in the glove box, sorry. He's saying he can't find it in there. I said, that's fine, we'll sort it out when I get back. It went from the last day of the month to the first day of the month by the time I got back. And in that time, there's road tax due. I've come back, found the logbook in the glove box, just like when the trader guy said it is. Put it in trade, and a few weeks later, my friend got a fine from the DVLA to say that you haven't taxed this vehicle. You've got to pay a whole month, of course, even though it's 1 day. I think it was like the 1st of November that we done the change of ownership. He got a road tax fine, £107, and he rang me up and said, Cal, I'm not happy, like I've given you this car, put the logbook in it, and you basically, because you haven't done the ownership change, I've now got a fine. I said, listen, it's my mistake. Even though I was away, maybe, whatever, forget about all that. It's my mistake, give me the fine, I paid 107 quid. I've paid the £107. 6 months later, he's got another letter through the post. This time, it's a court letter. Do you plead guilty or not guilty to the following offence? Not changing the keeper details on a car that you sold. What's the consequence if what's worst case scenario here? He's like, I don't know. He said, Gav, do you know? I ain't seen this before. This is well over the top. So I said to him, well, if you plead not guilty, the letter's going to come to me. Yeah, you can put my details in it, then it can come to me. And then I will plead guilty because I was the one responsible for it at that time, or just plead guilty. There's a £305, it lists on the letter what the different fines are involved. £305 worth of annual road tax. Why is there a whole year to pay? I don't actually know. There's also a fine of like a collection fee, which is about 45 quid. And then there's a court fee, which is about 80 quid. So there's potentially quite a large amount of money involved here for a car that was, it was actually a mini convertible. I made no money on it, bought it to get it out of its way. That's irrelevant as well. And yeah, just a pointless palaver, annoying situation. So yeah, I've told him to plead guilty. He's going to plead guilty, and we're going to find out what the outcome is. But if you do not change your keeper in your car, yeah, or you've got a car that's untaxed, either make sure it's taxed or sawn or in trade or keep a change, whatever, keep on top of it, because these gangsters are hitting you with fines out of nowhere, all right? So that's that, first thing in the morning. Second thing is we're gonna head downstairs now to the unit because we need to talk about buying, because we've had a busy few days selling. It has been very busy, a lot going on, which is wonderful. We've also had a very, very busy week buying. We've been buying a lot. Drone's back at work today as well. He's been away for a week. He actually got ill. There's the Eva that we recently bought. That's getting given away at my car event, CCD 2025. CCD event 2025 is approaching fast, and the tickets are selling fast too. So if you've still not got your event ticket, I'll put the ticket link in the description below. It's on June the 15th on Father's Day in Daventry at Wilton Mill Go-Kart Track. I'll see you there. I think that's done 19,000 miles. It's a gem of a car. Someone at my event's going to be winning that car, okay? So looking forward to that. There's the Ranger that we bought last week, and I'm wandering through here. the RS3, lovely thing that is. The Grade Golf GTI, the T-Rock, or what is it, T-Rock or T-Cross that I bought last week. And what am I looking for? The S3 that was parked here. I've wandered out here because we announced the winner of the Audi S3 last night on Planet of Dreams in my life, and the guys decided to take the cash alternative. So that car is now going to be back with us. We'll probably put it up for sale. Don't know exactly what we're going to be doing with it yet, but the reason why I talk about the subject of buying is because I need to buy something for Planet of Dreams. I was out and about yesterday. I mentioned this in last week's vlog. I was getting a baby scan done. I say I was, my missus was getting a baby scan done. I was out the front of the place and bumped into a guy. Turns out he wants to sell an Audi S3. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be heading over to his place. He actually works at Urban Automotive, to go and see if we can get a deal done on this S3. I know it's a nice car. The guy's had it for 8 years. He's maintained it unbelievably, like serviced it every year, done the Haldex every 10,000 miles. All the common stuff like the water pump, stuff like that's all been done. It's on a nice set of Boston alloy wheels as well. So really looking forward to picking that up. And yeah, just looking forward to having a productive week. I love a Monday because sometimes you get towards the end of the week and you know, I don't know, things, I don't know what it is. You start feeling like, well, I don't know, there's like a new energy for a Monday, and I like that. I like feeling ready for the week ahead. I like to feel excited for the week ahead, and I'm feeling that energy today. So we're going to let the week unfold. Going to get to Urban tomorrow, hopefully buy this S3, and obviously, more importantly, priority, sell some cars. Sorted, so we've just arrived at Urban Automotive. We've done a deal on the S3. So, Kai, just quickly, let's talk about car washing quickly. You're loving car washing, aren't you?
Yeah.
I'll stand close to you because the mic's here.
All right.
You went out on Sundays, had a busy day Sunday washing cars, didn't you?
By the way, the reason why Kai is super keen to save up money at the minute is because he's saving to buy himself an electric Revy bike. So far, he's managed to save a total of £280, but the cost to buy one of these bikes is £1,000, so he's still got quite a way to go. I know what you're thinking, Dad, sort him out a few quid. He's a good lad, he deserves it. But we all know that ain't going to do him no favours at all because he needs to work for his money. But saying that, I have got another little opportunity that might earn him a few quid, but the big question is, will he want to take the risk and make the investment? More on that later in the video.
So he's been going out in the local area, knocking on people's doors, and you've been earning money. You done a few yesterday as well, didn't you?
Yeah, I've done 2. No, 3 even.
Right, so Kai, there's your car washing kit, yeah? You've got TFR, shampoo, tyre dressing,
Yeah. Window shine.
window shine,
Also oiling.
also oiling as well, yeah?
This is
Wheel cleaner,
wheel cleaner, which is so important.
cockpit spray, yeah? With a BMW logo on it.
Sick.
Wash mitt, where you've got one for the wheels and then one for the car.
Yeah.
And this here is a blade which the car scene will frown upon, but it's going to make life easier for you, alright? Oh, bag of cloth as well, of course. Bag of clean cloth, you need them.
And then the
Got a few other bits here as well.
body inside. Fluff.
Interior cloth, exterior cloth. You're ready to start a car washing business, Kai.
I'm ready.
Echo wants his one done first. He's going to be your first customer. How much money did you earn yesterday?
£15.
£15. Look at that. That is on it. And you're keen to get back to Binker now, innit? Because you want to do more. So he's got his little bucket. He's been wandering around, knocking on people's doors, making a bit of money, innit?
Yeah.
You're going to have to start declaring it to the tax man soon. Are they paying cash?
Yes.
Are they? Oh, right. So here's the S3. So when I initially got offered this car from Lloyd, and like I say, if you didn't see the video, go and check it out. We've done a whole separate video where we picked up this car. I soon realised when I crossed paths with the guy, I looked at the car, I thought this is a proper nice car. For Binker, financially it didn't make sense, but I thought we can spend a bit more money with Planet of Dreams. So we've put this car on Planet of Dreams. If you want to be in for a chance of winning it, it's 2p in entry. And it's going to make an amazing, it's such a nice car. And if you, like I say, if you haven't seen the video about the history and all that sort of stuff, go and check it out because it'll change your opinion. But I say that change your opinion, you're not going to have a bad opinion anyway, but it's a really, really nice thing, all right? So because it's standard practice on the channel, I do want to remind you that this car, when I bought it, yeah, before I sent the money, I'd done a car vertical check. I did use my code CCD to get 20% off because that's a bit of a no-brainer. And it is all clear, all green ticks on the car vertical check, and that is what you want to see when you do your checks, yeah? I'll show you an example of a bad check. That's what you do not want to see when you do a car vertical check. So if you're buying a used car, I use them for every single car that I buy. It's so important. You've got to know what you're buying. That gives you a good oversight of what you're about to buy. Obviously use your logic when you're buying a car. You can see that I've visually looked over this car. I've made sure that I've met the owner. I've gone through the paperwork, done all of that stuff. Even when I'm sending in the bank transfer, I'm checking his ID, I'm checking the ID, the bank account name, and the V5 name. All three of those must match. All this stuff is basic stuff. Use your logic a little bit, but a car vertical check is also additional to that. It's really, really important that you do that, all right? So I will link car vertical in the description below. Make sure you use that code CCD to get that 20% off. Now, I was just going to say, as I stood here, I saw the GIVAEAWAYS logo up on the face of the building there. Yanni posted a video recently where he's basically saying he's leaving the UK. The video's done really well. I watched the video myself and I found it really, really interesting because I know Yanni and I've seen the success, I've seen him grow over the years. Really, really interesting story. And obviously he then moved from his site in London to here in Milton Keynes with his friend Simon at Urban. And when to see a video of someone like him, a British businessman, growing here in England, grew up in, I think, Wembley, and now to say that he's leaving the UK, he's feeling pushed out. And a lot of people are feeling like that. A lot of people are feeling, not just business people, people in general, people are feeling a bit down, feeling a bit, you know, deflated, working hard, and you feel like you're sort of fighting a losing battle. A lot of taxes, you know, things have gone up. Taxes have gone up, cost of living's gone up, expenses in general have gone up, which has meant that people have had to cut back with business. Obviously, I'm a businessman, so it means that certain things you have to sort of hold back on because you can't afford to go all in and provide an amazing service. Because I've say that more, less with my business, but more with, I think, food in general. I went out to a restaurant last night. It's a local restaurant. They do an amazing job. Lovely, lovely place, lovely people, lovely family. Their prices have gone up and up and up over the last few years. And I don't believe that they're earning any money because I've noticed the quality of their food has dropped. And I'm not saying that as a complaint whatsoever. I would always support them. They're a lovely family, like I say. They're doing a great job of their business. But all they ever talk to me about when I see them is the cost of oil, the cost of food, the cost of meat. The chicken that they're using ain't quite as good as the chicken they used to use and stuff like that. So I'm feeling, or I'm seeing a lot of business people, or a lot of people in general, under lots of pressure, which is now, you know, giving the people that this idea that maybe moving to another country is a good idea. And you can see Yanni, if you watch that video, he wants to leave the country. And he's one of many, like the amount of people, this is not new, the amount of business owners that are moving, taking themselves abroad because tax benefits, security, you know, general benefits of lifestyle and stuff like that. It's a bit of a no-brainer. Will I be doing it? I keep getting asked that all the time. Will I be going to Dubai? That's the big question. Now, I spent a lot of time in Dubai last year. I'm going to be going back out there this year. I'm actually invited to go out there next month, but got a baby on the way, might not fit in too well. I would love to. I am definitely looking for opportunity in Dubai.
Whoa, am I going as well?
Amar's going to move with me.
Woo!
We're going to get Amar out there, but is it happening immediately? No, it's not happening. Well, I say that, if something pops up and I thought this is no brainer, I've been speaking to car dealers out there. I'm very interested in the car scene out there because, you know, cars is a big thing out there, obviously. You know, you think of Dubai, you think of nice cars, they go hand in hand. But not just that, I think a British car dealer taking himself out there as an established, knowledgeable car dealer in the car trade over here, taking myself out there and doing a good job out there, I know it will work. I know I'll fit in really well. I know I'll do a good job. So have I thought about it? Of course I have. I've been speaking to other car dealers out there, understanding the trade out there. It's completely different, by the way. The car market out there it's not run by book values and car vertical checks. It's all done on instinct and knowledge. So when you look at a car, they're very particular about bodywork. If a car's had paintwork, in their eyes, because there's no such thing as I'm not saying there's no such thing, but in my knowledge, there isn't a real sort of a set way of doing background history checks on cars. You have to buy it on instinct. And if you see a bit of paintwork, well, that could mean that it's been in a bad accident. You then got to look it further into it. So a car like this, it's S3, hasn't had any paintwork, so this would be a desirable car out there. There's also other things like certain spec levels. Certain cars that are made for the roads out there. I can't remember the exact term. I think it's QCC or something like that. But there's a lot of, it's a different market. It's very much a seller's market, not a buyer's market. Car dealers are struggling to buy, which is also an interesting factor out there. Car buying companies, there isn't many of them. Maybe doing a car, I don't know, but there's a lot of opportunity to be had in Dubai. Business owners generally are doing really well out there. And when I just saw the GIVAEAWAYS sign, I thought, let me touch on this subject because I keep getting asked, am I going to Dubai? The answer to that is, I've got lots of businesses that are in Milton Keynes, in the UK, that depend on me being in the UK. So I can't permanently be out of the UK. Would I like to be out of the UK for a certain time of the year in a nice hot country, you know, where things are good, finances are good, taxes are lower, and the vibes are just generally better. For those that haven't been to Dubai, will be quick to criticise, oh yeah, but it's this, it's that. And I was one of those people. I was one of them idiots that used to say, you know, I don't think it's for me, but it is for me. I've been out there, I've experienced it. If I could be out there a few months of the year with my family as well, of course, absolutely, I would definitely be doing that. And if I find the chance to do that, I'm about to jump in here. I'm jumping in the M5. If that opportunity does arise, I left it running by the way because the Mars jumping in it. Don't think I'm leaving the car running and doing a runner. Then yeah, if that opportunity does come up, then I will, without a doubt, be taking it. So if any car dealers out currently watching or out in Dubai that you know of, they want to get on it, car dealers, content creators, I don't know. Let's make something happen, yeah? Let's get on it. I'm going back to Binker, do more deals. But so far, Tuesday, it's been a productive day. Amar, you're loving them angles, aren't you? You're loving. It's good that you do that. I think it's cool. It's quite a cool way to start a scene. But back to cleaning cars. I say that back to cleaning cars. The Evo was just parked here. It had a bit of dust on it. This is the one that we're giving away at my car event. So to everyone who's at my event on Father's Day, you're going to see this car on display. And to everyone that's entered for it on Planet of Dreams, it's going to be, the winner's going to be announced at my event on Father's Day as well. So we was just getting some shots of it, and I looked at the shots of the under the bonnet shots. Now, I mean, it looks good under the bonnet, but it needed a little bit of a clean. It's a little bit dusty, and I thought, you know what, let me just give it a quick wipe down under the bonnet, because the outside, this car's done 19,000 miles, by the way, one owner from you, full Mitsubishi service history. It is an absolute gem of a car. Come from a subscriber of the channel. The family that it came from, if you didn't see the video, go and check it out. Sadly, it was their father's car. He passed away. He's obviously a massive petrol head, and he bought it from Mitsubishi, had it all maintained at Mitsubishi. Yeah, the family just decided that they wanted it to come to me, and I said, look, you've got two options. You can either sell it. Do you know what, I'm not going to tell you too much. If you ain't seen the video, I don't want to ruin it, but they basically love the idea of it getting given away on Father's Day. Obviously, it was their father's car at my event, and everyone having the chance to win it. So yeah, it's a lovely, lovely car, really, really nice thing. And I thought I'd give it a little clean under the bonnet, just to get it nice for them shots. So completely stock as well. It's unheard of with a car like this, seeing them completely stock, but it's nice to see, isn't it? So yeah, whoever wins this will be very, very happy with it. But I think I'm quite happy with that. Kai's on it as well. We've actually got, in fact, whilst we're talking about Kai's just cleaning the Range Rover there. We've sold that car. That's the one that's come from Ben. That came from Ben.
Really?
That's Ben's old car, yeah.
See my side.
Yeah, show me what you've done. And cutting it fine a little bit, but we've had the damage repaired on the bumper there. It needs a machine polish as well, so we've given it a clean, or the boys are giving it a clean. Well done, Kai, look at that. You're proud, aren't you? Well done, you should be proud. That's a good job.
Yeah.
Done a really nice job of that. So yeah, it's just come back from the body shop. We had the little bit of body work done. And easier, Mark, we need you, mate. Kai's on the hoovering. We're just going to give it a polish down that side, and then that's ready to go. Yeah, that's sold. We're taking the deposit. The customer's on their way now. I say now, tonight, because we're open late nights now, to come and collect their new car. So that'd be nice for them. That's it. Wednesday's pretty much wrapped up. Tuesday. It's not Wednesday, it's Tuesday, isn't it? Tuesday's wrapped up. I'm going to leave Amar to get the shots of that under the bonnet, and I'll see you lot tomorrow, yeah? Job done. Amar, come in. Wednesday morning, and we've just had a tyre delivery. This whole tyre thing, by the way, it's working so much better. For those that don't know, we bought our own tyre machine a few weeks ago, and it is working so well, not just money-wise, but also convenience-wise. So we were able to do tyres on site now. To a lot of people, that's a basic thing. It's kind of what you expect in a lot of dealerships, but for us, you know, we're still growing. We're still trying to adapt and grow and make things better. So that's been really good. We had a late evening last night again, because we're doing these late evenings, and I want to touch on this because it's become so impactful on the overall sales every month in our business. I say every month. We've done the whole of last month, I think, and we're halfway through this month. The overall sales that we're doing lots of sales after 5 p.m. We used to close at 5 p.m. We're now closing at 7:30. We usually sort of hang around to 8 sometimes. And it's just had a real positive impact on sales overall. I know there's a lot of negative in the world, in general in the business world, in the UK, but in the car trade as well. A lot of people seem to be struggling. But in my experience, car trade it's been brilliant. This year in particular has been exceptional. January, February, March, April. Every month and month, we seem to be doing more and more sales. And for us personally, this late evening thing is definitely proven to work well. Also, I wanted to touch on, obviously, when I go home, when I leave work, I don't go home and chill. Never ever. Like, I know we don't do much filming at home, but I'm always trying to be productive, purely because I don't like doing nothing. I'll be honest, I don't like doing nothing. If I sit in front of a telly, for example, it actually stresses me out. It makes me feel agitated and anxious. I just don't like it. So I'm always trying to be productive. I've got an office at home, not because I'm necessarily a workaholic. I think that's probably a term that most people would use. I'm not a workaholic. I just love to be productive. And the reason why I'm saying that is because last night I thought we kind of realised that there seems to be a slight a raise in demand in entry or mid to entry level sports cars. M135i's, M140i's, the S3 that we bought yesterday from Urban, stuff like that, the demand's heightened slightly. So I'm trying to buy a few more of them. Always, our type of car anyway. There's good margins available in them. They're reliable, most of them. We're knowledgeable in them as well. So I put an Insta story up saying M135i, LCI or M140i wanted on my Insta story. It's a great tool, by the way, Instagram. Obviously, I've got a good few followers on Instagram. Great tool to buy cars, also a great tool to use to sell cars. I don't sell a lot on there, just purposely. I let the guys downstairs do all the selling, but every now and then I'll throw one on my story and it will just sell straight away. So really, really good tool, but specifically for buying as well. Put it on my story, got absolutely inundated with lots of people offering me M135is and M140s, and got 2 or 3 guys wanting to come down straight away, so hopefully going to get one. The other thing I wanted to talk about was, I just want to touch back on the Dubai thing, because I went home, I said this to Amar when I left. I was like, Amar, I know full well I'm going to lay in bed tonight and think about this Dubai thing, and I'm going to want to have more conversation about it. I've got an amazing life in the UK. I've built lots of good businesses, I've built a great team around me, my family's in the UK, which is obviously the most important thing to all of us. And would I want to just jump ship and go to another country? Absolutely not. But would I like to create an opportunity in another country, that country being Dubai? Definitely. Like, if I can do that, I would. But my permanent home, as far as I know right now, the way I feel, will always be the UK. The UK at the minute is in a bit of a funny place. I don't know what the future is going to look like for the UK, but it's definitely going through a little bit of a funny time. Lots of people generally are under a lot of pressure, and that ain't nice to see. When you go out in Dubai, the vibe, the feeling, the energy, people's attitude towards you, people want to help you, people want to encourage you. Forget about the word Dubai, forget about the place Dubai. Think about that feeling. If you went about life now and everywhere you went, everyone wants to support you and encourage you and help you to level up in life. That's what we all want. That's what we all want. So yeah, Dubai does offer that. It is an attractive place for that reason. Will I be doing more out there? I don't know. Would I like to? Absolutely. I am definitely, if I could have an excuse to have a reason to be out there more, where it would need to be something that's generating me money, whether it be filming content or doing some kind of a car business, maybe putting my name to a car dealership out there. We've talked about Enter Reg Dubai as well. You know, there's a massive, massive demand as the car scene's growing. A platform like Enter Reg just slotting into the car scene. There's a massive demand for it. And again, it's something that I can offer to the car market in Dubai, and it's something that I'm considering. Let's try and get some M135i's and M140s bought. And I've got a lot to do. We've got a video going up tonight. Obviously, it's a Wednesday, so we need to go over tonight's video, get that sorted. Got stuff to film on the S3 as well. Cars to be bought.
Just to touch on that Dubai thing, yeah?
Yeah, go on.
I'm happy to move there for you, bro. Anytime.
Are you up for that, Mark? Well, do you know, you're obviously gonna form part of it, so we're gonna have to pick you up, take you over there regardless. So it is not the end of Caravan's Car Diary, all right? It's not the end of Bincar. It's not the end of Enter Reg. It's not the end of anything. It's
CCD Dubai.
Woo! That's it, we'll end it there. We've got a guy just pulled up. He's got an M140i, so obviously I'm keen to buy one at the minute. So let's go check it out and hopefully get a deal done.
We filmed a whole separate video on meeting up with the seller of this M140i. If you want to see that video, I'll link it in the description below. But in a nutshell, I've done a car vertical check on that car and it was all green ticks. So from that point of view, everything was all good. But then I took the car for a test drive, discovered an issue, and then of course that put a big question mark over the value of the car. We did get offered a whole load of M140i's and M135i's, and I ended up buying this M240i from my friend Michael, aka the other stuff on YouTube, and it turned out to be a really nice car, and it was completely clear on the car vertical check. Apart from the finance, but we was aware of that. That car is actually getting given away on Planet of Dreams, so if you want to be in for a chance of winning that for just 3 pence, the link to Planet of Dreams is in the description below.
And it is Thursday, and I want to talk about problems in the car trade, because the last 24 hours we have had so many problems. It happens, it's part of it. Like, I'm not complaining, but it's interesting. It's all interesting stuff. The M135i, I've not yet done a deal on that car. I don't know how that video would have been concluded. It'll probably make a whole separate video. Sorry, it wasn't an M135i, it was an M140i. I won't say too much about that because that's going to make a whole separate video. If that video's already gone live, go and check it out. It's definitely going to be an interesting one. So, but at this point, I don't know. I might have bought it. No idea. That happened. I then shot off. Was obviously open last night. I was aware of a few issues that we had throughout the day yesterday. I wanted to get them all concluded before I talk about them. So we had a Zafira come back last night. There's a whole story about that car. I think these 5 cars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm looking down at my phone because I've got them all listed there. I think it's going to make a whole separate video again because it's so interesting. Literally 5 cars with, I say headaches, problems. I thought this is a whole separate video that we can talk about. It's important that everyone knows that there is, there's a lot of daily issues because especially on social media, you see nothing but the glam side of people's lives. And I think that's unfair. But at the minute, I've had a lot of positive happening in my life. We've had new car, new house, things are going well. We've got Enter Reg is flying, Planet of Dreams is flying. Business has been really, really good. But with that does come problems, yeah? And I want to be real as I possibly can about the day-to-day headaches. But likewise, I am also conscious that I don't want to put people off. I don't want people to listen to a whole list of problems and be like, oh, do you know what, the car trade sounds like a bloody headache. I don't ever want to be a car dealer. This is not the car trade. This is business in general. It is a headache. Each one of my businesses has its own set of headaches, believe me. But it comes as part of it. And that's why I say expect it. And when it comes, it doesn't really annoy you so much. I've just had a chat with my brothers downstairs about how we could have dealt with all of these problems differently, because that's what matters going forward. Forget about personal. I don't care how I feel about a situation, a problem, a customer, whatever. I don't care whether I like or dislike that person. I care about what is correct. We all know right from wrong, and we want the right outcome. And sometimes that means me losing or my business losing, and also sometimes it could mean that the customer loses. If that's the correct outcome, unfortunately, if that doesn't work for you, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, I know you're going to feel annoyed, but this is the morally correct, legally correct outcome. So it's always important that you try and find that sort of happy ground. So yeah, point is, it's tough. And I quite like the challenges, but going forward, every single one of these situations, how we've dealt with it, I'm really pleased with. And I think, although we've lost lots of money in that collection of situations, it's part of it, and that's fine, because we've made lots of money elsewhere, and it's all good, all right? So, it's all about learning along the way. I say it all the time, I focus on direction, I focus on the future more than I do the current time, and I think, if we could have done anything different in all of them situations, going forward, I want to make changes. And I've broken down every single one of those cars and every single one of those situations, and I've concluded that I'm really, really pleased with how we dealt with every single one of them. So, yeah, that's the kickoff to my Thursday. Kai's downstairs cleaning cars. He's back at work today. He's like, Dad, can I come to work? I want to clean some more cars. So he's downstairs cleaning more cars. I've got a lot to sort out today. No doubt there'll be more dramas and there'll be more conversation. But for now, I've got stuff to do. We've been doing interviews as well this morning, haven't we, Emma? Yeah. We've been on it, man. What was it, 11 o'clock? We've actually done so much today. But let's let the day unfold.
Busy?
Yeah, busy. Did you call the food, Emma?
They did pick up.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, man, I might have to miss lunch. Car deal's a priority, so...
Over it. That clipped on?
Oh, there's the S3. It looks like a bit of stock, doesn't it? Parked in the middle of the yard. Anyway, Will.
All right.
Good to meet you, man. So you're a car dealer. You've come down. Yeah. Obviously, this is the Polo that we put on Instagram last week, and it's such a good way to sell cars. It's just bang it on Instagram,
I can imagine.
And we get loads of traders coming at us and they sell. This car was sold as a trade sale I say as a trade sale, you can sell a car like this even to a consumer. It's not a problem, but you've got to advertise it correctly. It's got loads of scratches. The whole car's been keyed.
Yeah, yeah.
You're obviously a car dealer. We've advertised it at Trade Money, and you've reached out and said, "Have you? Is this the first time you've seen the car?"
First time I've seen the car, so it was all done online. Paid on Saturday, full amount. And I've just come down today
To collect it.
to collect it. I'm happy. It's just obviously needs a bit of paint on the doors and stuff. And
Yeah.
we might be able to see if I can get a specialist down to, you know, when they touch it in with a pen and then flat it back, sand it, and polish it. But it's quite deep, so I'm not.
Some places you might get away with that though.
You've got to
Some
find someone that's good, and it's a hard paint colour in it as well.
Yeah, but I mean, some of the scratches ain't so bad. Like that ain't so bad. That is worse there.
And then you've got the boot as well.
Yeah, you got a bit on the boot.
But obviously that's not trouble because that could just be smart repaired.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you're right. But it's a nice car. And we were just chatting off camera about trade sales because you said that you bought a car from another trader.
Yeah.
Well, I would say no names. And it had a chain rattle when you bought it.
Yeah.
And then you've obviously gone back to them and said, "Can I have a refund?"
Yeah.
And they've not given you a refund. Is that right?
Yeah.
So with us, this car, engine and gearbox is sound.
Yeah.
If there's anything wrong with it when you drive it away, bring it back, we'll give you a refund. Yeah?
Beer and fight.
Exactly, well, you might well be. Hopefully not. The issue with this car is the bodywork, which, you know, we've been clear about. We've reduced the price because of it. I say reduced, you know, we've sold it at below trade money.
It's at the right money, yeah.
It's the right money, and I hope that you buy this car, you prep it, you sell it, and you make profit, because then we earn you as a customer going forwards, and then we can, you know, got a relationship going forward.
It's got good history as well. It's just obviously had the cam belt done, so there's not much prep to be done apart from the cosmetic stuff.
Yeah, it's a decent. It's going to make a good car for someone, isn't it?
Definitely.
Whereabouts are you based?
Westbury in Wiltshire.
Okay.
So about 2.5 hours away.
Fair play. What, have you come down with a truck today? Or?
Nah, one of my colleagues dropped me off, but he's had to shoot because we're mega busy. So
well done, man.
He's shot, so we just come over and picked it up this morning. But yeah.
How long have you been in the trade for?
Since I was 18, so about 5 years.
Well done, man. So good.
I've never been in the car trade. I just jumped straight in it when I was 18. Just started buying from Copart and then worked my way up from there. Now we mainly sell German performance cars up to like 25 grand.
Perfect. It's a great market, especially right now. That market is good.
Yeah, it's what I enjoy. And they're sort of bulletproof as well. Not most of the time.
It's a good market. It's a very demanding market.
It is, yeah. Yeah. Especially if they're a little bit modified as well. They just sort of...
You're spot on.
Fly out.
Splitter kits,
yeah.
wheel spaces.
We buy loads from BCA modified.
Really?
Loads.
It's a good way.
We get them cheap from BCA and sell them at the right price on Auto Trader. And
perfect.
It's good because not many people want to buy modified from BCA. But we look at it and we look at the advert in like loads of detail. Like we bought an S3 with a racing line intake on. Obviously a racing line intake's £1,200, £1,400. Someone's obviously spent a lot of money on that car making it right for them. The service history was right. Obviously we know whoever's had that, they know about the car and they've looked after it. And I prefer to buy something like that than something from, you know, an old lady that hasn't serviced it for the past 5 years because she didn't realise, you know.
And that stereotypical old lady is the perfect person to buy a car off, isn't it?
Yeah.
You'd think, but it's, you know, you're right, you just don't know. But I agree, if you see a racing line intake under the bonnet of a car and you have to judge that car on just pictures, that is a good sign. Whoever's owned that car hasn't cheaped out and put a low budget one on, they've put the best on.
Yeah.
So it says a lot about the car.
Definitely.
You'd think so.
100%. 100%.
So, yeah, I like that, man. Well done. So what you're jumping in is now trade plates, heading on your journey back, yeah?
Back, and then get it listed and take it from there. I was going to try to sell it with the scratches, but they're a little bit worse than what I thought, so we'll probably get it painted and
depends on the customer, doesn't it?
That's it.
Some people...
It's all at the right price, but...
You might get a young girl that's just like, a dad wants to buy a car that's got a bit of damage on it because she's just passed the test and they might think, well, she's going to hit something anyway, so a bit of damage ain't going to be the end of the world. You just don't know. Yeah, you just don't bloody know who's going to buy the car.
We might get it up at like the right price and then put it through prep, and if someone comes in the meantime and says, oh, can I have that? Just reduce it down, you know?
Yeah,
Take £1,000 off, whatever they go, that's fair enough, and take it as is.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. It's good.
As long as you're honest, it doesn't matter.
Transparency is key. It's the absolute key, definitely.
Yeah.
Well done, man. All right, cool. I'll let you get on your way back. Safe journey.
Jump a photo in front of the...
Yeah, of course.
Is that all right?
You're going to bring the car around. Is that what we can do? So currently working on a little design for... So my little boy Kai has been doing car washing. He's loving earning a little bit of extra cash. I think it's really important that, you know, I used to do it myself when I was a young lad like him. He used to go out washing cars. I think it's important to encourage or show children the value of £1. It's so important. So he's been liking that and he wants to earn more money. So what I suggested to him was, why don't you do a candy brand and sell some sweets at my car event? Obviously my car event is literally coming up next couple of weeks. So I said to him, do a little stand, keep it very, very simple. I've got a friend in the sweet world as well, got a few friends that do sell sweets, funny enough. And I just thought, let's just buy a load of sweets, make a little brand for Kai, which is what I'm working on currently, and get him set up with a sweet stand at the event. Hopefully he sells a few. It will teach him the value of £1, and it will teach him just the basics of business. Buy it for £5, sell it for a tenner or whatever the margin will be, and at the end of the day he should be able to make a little bit of money.
But the issue is I've kind of thrown a spanner in the works because I've told Kai that if he wants to do this sweet business, initial investment for the stock, the stickers, the empty bags, and of course a table is going to be about 280 quid, which means he's got to spend his own money setting it up. His options are either take the gamble and invest the money and do the sweet stand at the car show, or keep washing cars until he eventually gets to that £1,000 mark to get that Revy bike. That evening when I went home after work, I gave Kai his options, and although he seems a bit concerned about risking his £280, he's keen to give it a shot. So look out for the Kai's candy stand at CCD 25.
Let's do this. So it is Saturday and it's currently a bank holiday weekend. I was actually off myself yesterday. I went to London with my missus and Kai in the M5. It was cool. We generally just go to the same sort of spots, just out and about, doing a bit of this, bit of that, bit of food. And I was laughing at something. You got something? What you got to say?
I was like, Calvin took a day off.
I'll tell you, but the thing behind that is, I genuinely find it stressful. Like I wake up and like my missus, I say to my missus, what were we actually doing? You got a plan? She's like, I don't know, we'll just go to London or something. I'm like, what are we going to do when we get to London? But even when I'm in London, I'm thinking, right, what can we do that's productive? I'm there like getting some shots of the car and like, saying to Kai, do you want to go do some stuff for your TikTok? Encourage him to do something, and there's kind of a benefit there. I ended up bumping into, I don't know if you've seen the guy on TikTok before. His name's Ride With Me, and he goes up to people. He's an African guy, and he goes up to people. He's like, put it there. Have you seen him? No. You've not seen him? He is jokes.
What is this madness that I'm looking at? Look at the bomb for God's sake. How you doing, brother? You okay? Does this do bro? A little bit of bro. A little bit of bro. Let us hear it. Let us hear it, my brother. What's wrong with you? This is crazy. It's okay, my brother. We have to talk to BMW. They have to do better. But lovely to meet you guys. Have a wonderful one. BMW, what is your problem? Let it sound bro. Behave yourself. But what do I know? I'm just an African man.
Yeah, that was cool. But obviously bank holidays are a bit funny because people were generally away, and it's very, it does have an impact on, a positive impact on certain businesses, but negative on others. From my point of view, this month's been amazing anyway, like financially, but the activity today, Saturday being our busiest day of the week always, is lower than normal. It's fine, we've done a few sales. Yesterday we've done a few sales as well, which is really, really good. So it is all good. But it's obviously something to be conscious of. And I think I talk about expectations all the time. It's like, you can't be absolutely flying all the time. Punter alarm going off. We're doing a lot's happening. I'm not expecting to come in today and it be like a normal Saturday, although it can happen. It does happen, but like myself, I'm away from work yesterday. A lot of people are as well, so I expect that. This truck here is actually my brother Aaron. He's a plumber. I've mentioned him a lot on my channel. He's got a VW transport van, and he spends a lot of his life in that van. He's got a plumbing business. There's a lot happening in reception at the minute. And he decided he wanted to buy a truck. And I said this a lot in videos where builders or people in the building trade think, they go through that phase of wanting to get a truck in their life. He's bought that truck, he loves it, but doesn't love it for work. He's got a Bentley Bentayga that he daily drives as a car, and he's got his van, and he kind of thought, well, I'll probably get more use out of daily driving a truck, could use it for work as well. So he's bought it, doesn't really like it for the purpose that it kind of serves, and he's put it straight up for sale. So that's just arrived yesterday. Something else I want to touch back on is the whole Dubai conversation, because this video is going to be very much about Dubai. I was out with my brothers last night, I was talking about it, and we was just talking about the whole subject around going to Dubai. It's a big thing, obviously, everywhere at the minute. And I think I kind of concluded that if I could change one thing about the UK, and only one thing. Like even the taxes, we all say, moan about taxes. Taxes are high. I'm actually okay about paying taxes. I go to Dubai, assume that I went to Dubai and set up a business there. Taxes are lower, which is great, but I'm actually happy. Like if you're going to provide me a nice place to live with lots of opportunities and lots of safety, I'm more than happy to pay into a pot that gives me that in return. In England, the policing situation I think is a problem, and a good example of that is when my M3 got stolen last year. It was actually parked right here in this very spot. Customers come, they're looking over it, they've drove it off, right? They took it off charge, they just casually drove it out the yard, took it away. I rang the police, I've done an online thing, they said, look, just do it all online and we'll get the report and then we'll do something about it. I rang them, done the online thing, we've got photos of the guys. I'm not resentful towards the guys whatsoever, by the way. It's just I'm just using this as a prime example of the policing situation or the policing system in this country. We've got photos of them, video evidence of them stealing the car. We've got their names, we've got their addresses, times, everything, given it all to the police. Police done nothing. They've done absolutely nothing. I never ever heard from them. I was chasing them. They said, yeah, we're going to look into it, going to get back to you. They didn't email me, they didn't phone me. There was never ever a conclusion about that situation. Now, luckily, I took it in my own hands. I went out, I heard the car was in Luton, jumped in my Range Rover at the time, went cruising around Luton. I took a baseball bat with me as protection, because I thought, if it's going to get heated, I've got to be on it. I've got to be ready for this. And I took that matter into my own hands, luckily, because as a result of that, I managed to get my car back. Now, if I owned a country, if I was running a country, I would not have that. I'd be like, you lot, you've set up a business in my country, you're working hard, you're paying into my tax system. The least I can do in return is make you feel secure. And the police, like, I get it, things are going to go missing, things are going to go wrong, people are going to break laws, yeah? They're not going to be able to control everyone. But in the event that something does go wrong, like one of your business owners in your country getting one of their items stolen, then I think that should be treated as a matter of priority. And it wasn't. So if anything, I think if I could just change one thing about this country, it would just be that. It would be the policing system, because I just think it's rubbish. So I say rubbish. I've got a lot of respect for the police, and I'm sure they're all overly overworked and is probably under loads of pressure. But I feel like that would be my priority, because to make it more attractive, not just for business owners, but for everyone. So yeah, just back to the subject of Dubai. I've got stuff to do anyway, so I'm going to continue back upstairs. The lads are in reception doing deals, and we'll just let it all unfold. Hopefully do some deals. And that's it. Cool, so it is the end of a bank holiday weekend, and activity was low, but sales were actually pretty good considering. So a couple of cars that we sold that you lot might be familiar with even. This is one of them, the 330D that did we take this in this week or was it last week? But it's definitely been on the channel in recent weeks. So lovely car, massive spec as well, 330D Touring X-Drive. Another car that we sold was an Audi A6. I'm sure that was on a vlog recently as well. We had a Transit go out, a Volkswagen Tara, Ford Cougar that I bought for my friend in Dubai, funny enough. So I've got a friend who's a car dealer in Dubai, and he rung me a few weeks ago to say, Calvin, my mum's selling her car, she lives in England. Obviously I can't do anything with it because I'm in Dubai. Would you be up for buying it? I was like, yeah, definitely. So she bought it from Ford. It's a lovely thing, well maintained, ready to go, needed a good clean up. That was it. She lives local. And I said, yeah, that's fine. We agreed a price, sent a driver, picked it up, prepped it up, put it up for sale and sold it straight away. The parking ticket earlier on in the week, by the way, it wasn't parking ticket, it was road tax fine. Again, I love a little niggling thing about the UK, silly little stuff, but they are in full control and I respect that and I appreciate it, but I've not actually heard anything yet about that. We've pleaded guilty to that offence and we are yet to wait on a court hearing date for that tax fine, all right? So that is everything. I'm going to link Car Vertical in the description below. I'll also link Enter Reg is my car trading platform. If you're a car dealer and you're not on board yet, it's an amazing platform. Private sellers, you can sell your cars there as well to all of our traders in our community. And the other thing I wanted to link below was Planet of Dreams. Obviously the S3 that we bought in this week's video is now available to win on Planet of Dreams. You can enter for free, dream catchers, you are already automatically entered. Hit like if you like the video, hit subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
So are you actually planning on moving to Dubai then, or?
Look, I'd love to. I'd love to be there, yeah? done this whole conversation in this video. I'd love to be there. I'd love to spend a bit more time there. But I'm loving being in England. I love my country, and I do plan or intend on staying here forever.
But at the same time, like in your years of business and living in the UK, do you feel like UK has kind of lost its way a little bit?
Yeah, I do. I feel like every good country is built mainly, like the foundation of every good country is built mainly on culture and religion. And Dubai is a great example. Another good example of that is my wife is Polish. Poland's a lovely place. But one of the main two things there is culture. The culture is amazing, and religion. Dubai is a great example of that. There is a lovely culture. When you go around there, the people's attitude towards each other, people's encouragement, support, the way it is, the culture just feels like a nice place to be. But also, the backbone of Dubai really is religion. If you come back to England, doesn't have, I'm not going to say it doesn't have either of those two things. You know, we do have a big religion here in England, but it seems to be I grew up without religion. There was I wasn't taught religion in my school. I mean, it was in school, but it just wasn't a big thing. And culture doesn't seem to be a massive thing either. I don't blame the people, I blame the above. And I feel like as a result of that, England, over time, over generations, is losing its way.
In the next episode of Calvin's Car Diary, we buy a high mileage BMW i8 from auction, I order a mysterious parcel from eBay, Jerome buys a broken Range Rover, and at long last I finally move in to my new house.